Welcome back to SnowRunner, guys, and this is the CCM RV. And it's basically for those of you that want to camp in the most remote destinations possible. Now, we've brought it out here to the summer testing grounds today, and we're going to be taking it into the garage, checking out all of the customization options, and then, of course, taking it through our testing circuit. Now, it's a little bit of a different type of vehicle, and it sort of functions a bit like a lifted bus on off-road tires, but I have not driven it at all yet, so this is going to be my very first impressions of how this vehicle drives. Now, it's also fully available on your console mod browser, as well as, of course, mod.io on PC. Now, let's check out the interior view real quick. Oh, that's interesting. Bro, you can see all the way to the back of the camper. That's so freaking cool. All right, let's fire it up. Honestly, the default engine sound kind of makes sense in this thing. Let's see if the gauges work. Let's put it in neutral. Oh, it does. It revs really slow, but it does. Yo, it's got a working boost gauge. Look at that down there. That's so sick. All right, let's take it into the garage. Hey, it's honestly got some pretty good get up and go for something like this. I mean, you imagine something like this would be really slow and kind of lumbering along. This thing isn't that bad. It's got some, it's definitely got some torque to it. All right, so we're going to start with a B power to weight rating with a 5.8 liter V8. Then you've got a 6.7 liter V8, which gives us an A power to weight rating, and then a 7.6 liter V8, which gives us an S+. This thing is going to be wild with this. Absolutely wild to drive, I'm sure. So we've got a low-speed off-road box, and then we've got an 8-speed all-purpose box. Definitely going to put that in there because I feel like that's going to be the more common gearbox option that a lot of people are going to use, and it's going to apply to more scenarios, I think. Now, suspension-wise, we have one singular option, but I'll tell you something. Look at the size of that front axle. That is beefy. Now, tires-wise, you've got 43s, and you've also got 47s, which look like they would definitely require some fender clearancing a little bit, but this is SnowRunner, not real life, and so rub doesn't exist here, so it's fine. Now, off-road tires, we have these default off-road tires, and then we have some, let's see. Well, I shouldn't say default. I should say standard option for this truck. They're not vanilla tires, but they are the standard option for this thing. You can do the same ones in 47s, or you could do some default chain tires. I'm going to do the same tires as standard, but in the 47-inch size. Then we have the default 16-meter winch, heavy-duty 24, and battery-operated 30. The battery-operated 30 is definitely the one we're going to go with. We also have the option of a small roof rack or a large trunk repair supplies, which I think I'll go ahead and go with that. Now, miscellaneous-wise, we have a Reese hitch we could put on the back to pull scout trailers, which is pretty cool. Then we have wings. Oh my god. Okay, that is an option. I'll remove those with dev tools later, but F750 wheels if you do want to go that route. Dude, some of these color combinations are so cool and retro, though. I love it. I absolutely love it. Let me know in the comment section below which one your favorite color combination is. I'm going to use this for now because it's color coordinated to the wings, but that is freaking hilarious, and we absolutely are going to need to throw beans on the dash. Now that we're outside, what's he planning to do? Fly with this thing? Apparently. Allegedly. Bro, this would go so far, or at least it better go far on the freaking, like, ski jump. Good lord, that's ridiculous. You do have actually a decent assortment of scout trailers, too, that you can pull with it, if you really wanted to. All right, let's see if we've got anything in the functions menu for those wings. I think they're just, like, an aesthetic piece, but that is absolutely brilliant, if not only for the memes. I mean, it's great. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take them off for now, though, because I feel like they might catch on a few things while we're exploring. So let's go ahead and put this thing through some testing. Now, I have a feeling that it'll do pretty well as long as the obstacle involved doesn't really involve the chance of getting high-centered. The dips obstacle is going to be weird in this thing, but I think on everything other than that, it should be okay. So I'm going to plunge it into the river, and I think I'll just, like, chuck it at a high right off the bat. And it honestly does pretty well. It honestly, like, you can feel that it's heavy, but it also doesn't necessarily feel like it's just, you know, too lumbery. Now, granted, we have the max engine in it, so I'm not really worried about it in that sense, but holy crap. Well, it made short work of that. Now, if you wanted, obviously, a more balanced experience, you could totally put the lower spec engine in it, and you could obviously, you know, run it with much less power, which would make it a much more vanilla experience to drive. And I'm sure there are some people that are going to want that experience, and you can have that experience in this thing, like I said before, as long as you actually set it up that way. Now, I know this is not what this is intended for, but I'm gonna just, like, drive it up onto the rocks and see... yeah, let's see how badly wrong this goes. Actually, it's not going wrong at all, somehow. Somehow, we've just done a rock crawling obstacle in an RV. A genuine, like, old-school RV. Now, I know that it's got massive tires and massive axles, but that's still extremely impressive. The fact that it just, you know, walked its way right over that, hugely impressive in my book. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it a repair real quick. Get rid of that DevTools menu. And now, let's plunge it into the mud and see how it does there. Lock it in high. It's actually really fast and high with this 8-speed gearbox. Doesn't even care about the shallow mud. Now we're going to put it into the first mud lane. I think it'll be okay in there, but we'll have to find out. It definitely starts spinning pretty early on. Let me lock it into low plus. That should be a much better gear range. Yeah, that it just drives right through in low plus. Doesn't even care. Now, the next lane, I think it might have a little bit more trouble. Maybe not a ton, but a little bit. Let's see how it goes. It's still moving. I mean, it's definitely not slowing down to the point to where it's getting stuck or not making progress anymore. But it is, like, you can tell it's starting to have to, like, you know, really work for it. And I think that that's good that we can find the limit of that pretty easily. But let's see how the lights work. They're not too bad. They're definitely not the brightest lights in the world, but they're definitely on par with a kind of a standard vehicle. Let's ease you on up out of the mud now. Not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, I didn't even realize this initially, but the passenger seat is actually facing backwards, the other captain's chair, as it were. All right, let's get you down to the dips obstacle now. We'll see how you do. Now, let me know where you guys have taken this thing, because I feel like one of the coolest things to do with this vehicle is going to be to see what areas you can get it into that you really should not be able to get it into. So if you've taken this thing down a ridiculously tight trail, let me know in the comment section down below, and also let me know how it went for you. So because of the fact that we have all-wheel drive and diff lock on all the time, we should be able to just leave it in automatic mode and adjust our throttle position depending on, you know, where the vehicle actually is. But let's see. Let's make our way through here. Bro, that's honestly not bad at all. That's genuinely not bad at all. I'm not even worried about it getting high-centered. I'm genuinely not. It's just, like, walking its way right through. There we go. Whoop. Literally just bumbled its way right into the bottom of the bumper. If you angle it wrong, it tends to put the front bumper in the ground very fast. But it still honestly did a lot better than I thought it would through that. Now, I want to see how it does through this back trail before we take it to the bridge jump, because I have a feeling that with this gearbox and these tires, it should just blow right through here. Potentially even do the whole thing in high, as long as we drive it right. Oh, we got stuck on a tree, and then we got mud all over the windshield. Great, now I can't see, Beans. Thanks, bud. All right, let's ease it down through. The biggest issue, or the biggest really concern, is going to be getting that front bumper wedged on something, because it is a beefy front bumper. Oh, it's starting to dig. There we go. Put it back in high, or not. Yeah, it's like one of those things where if the mud is deep enough, high range, it definitely gets to the point where it's like, yeah, I'm just going to start digging now. Come on, there you go. As long as you kind of position your tires in a spot where the mud isn't ridiculously deep, you'll be fine. Come on, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's go. Should be able to mow these trees down like they're not even there. Woo, got a little tippy right there, though. It really wanted to tip over. I'm trying to keep, like I said, one tire on the grass, or one set of tires at least on the grass, because if you do that, it'll be fine. Will it climb up this hill? It should just, like, fire right up the side. Yeah, that was not a challenge for it whatsoever. All right, let's get you up to the bridge jump now. And don't worry, we will be repairing it all the way so that it doesn't have to worry about having any damage before it goes down the bridge jump. Get this thing repaired and refueled. All right, boys, it's bridge jump time. And you know what? Just to make it even better, we're going to throw the wings on before the bridge jump. We'll see if that helps us. It probably won't, but we'll see if it does anyway. Once again, we'll do it for the memes. All right, stop right there. And wings installed. Let's freaking go, dude. I am so ready. I am so ready to send this down the bridge jump. This is going to be absolutely brilliant in every possible way. Oh, God, look at that. With the freaking wings, it's great. Oh, it's so good. All right, I need the... Oh, no, I can't see where I'm going. You gonna do 8th? There it is. Oh! Well, it flew pretty solidly, actually. I mean, it flew pretty straight until it just smashed into the wall. I don't know if there's any winching it out of there. I really don't. Yeah, I'm like... Oh, there we go. It should fall back onto its wheels. Yep. And now we can go ahead and take the wings off because I have a feeling that, once again, they're going to block us from getting out. So, if you guys enjoyed that video, make sure to let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. Hit that like button if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys next time. Talk to y'all later.